No,
Yeah.
no, that's cool. That's why you got Uncle Philip here
Yep.
to tell you if there's anything interesting going on. All
Facts.
right. So the big story in the space. We are 4.5 days away from the Ethereum merge. Okay. So I want to talk about this a little bit, dive a bit deep. If anyone has any comments or questions about this, please let me know, because I've been doing quite a lot of research. And if there's anything you're unsure of regarding the ETH merge, I'll be happy to try and answer. But basically, it's going to happen at a specific block. And because of the level of difficulty, this block is pretty much guaranteed. And the date that we have here, which should be pretty accurate, is Thursday, September the 15th at 12 o'clock UTC time. Okay. And that is when the merge is going to officially happen. You may have, and we have had certain exchanges come out and say outright that they're stopping Ethereum trading during that time, very temporarily, as a precaution. So you may have certain exchanges that won't allow you to trade ETH for a couple of minutes. If something goes wrong, there may be a couple of hours. But all the testing that they've been doing on testnets and Robertsham and everything like that have come back with a 95% positive rate, and all they need for a successful merge is just over 60%. So they do seem to have everything well in control. With that said, this is technology, and it's high-level technology, and there's always a chance of something going wrong with any tech, let alone with very serious tech like this. So we never really know what's going to happen, but what we do know is that they've done as many tests as they can. Also, this is not an event that when we get to this, we are finished. There's going to be the splurge and the merge. After the merge, they've got the purge and the splurge and God knows what else. So this is one step in it. So you're probably not going to see any change once it's happened, as far as speeds or gas or anything like that.
Nah, dude, we're going to the moon. As soon as that merge happens, we're mooning. ETH to 200K.
So they did successfully do the Bellatrix activation. That was successful, and that's really good, and something that's good to see. And then once we move on to proof of stake, most major exchanges will only support proof of stake, which is the new Ethereum. However, there will be some exchanges that support Ethereum proof of work, which will be the old Ethereum. Now, honestly, from everyone I've spoken to, and I actually called a mate of mine who's very big on crypto today to discuss this with him, so that I can make sure I can give you good information. And he said, honestly, unless you know exactly what you're doing, the opportunity to pick up proof of work Ethereum and trade it successfully at a good price that makes it worth your time is very small, unless you are literally, very well versed in this and first to get there. So currently they've got it at $26.10, the proof of work Ethereum. But this is just like a futures on the stock exchange. This is not an actual price, because as it stands now, there is no proof of work. So this actually means absolutely nothing. It's just a futures, and no one really knows. But most guys who know what they're talking about says it's really a complete waste of time to try and take advantage of proof of work. The opportunity window will be tiny, and it's really a complete waste of time. With that said, we are going to see a whole lot of scams come up that you've got to be prepared for. So I don't know if you remember when we went from Bitcoin to Bitcoin Cash. What happened was, there were all these articles about how Bitcoin Cash is better than Bitcoin and going to be the new Bitcoin. And there were some people who didn't know what they were doing that ended up aping into Bitcoin Cash. And we've seen where Bitcoin Cash has ended up. So that's going to be the same. You're going to have a whole lot of people trying to tell you that proof of work is the future. Buy proof of work. They might even have things that aren't really proof of work that they want to sell you in return for your new proof of stake Ethereum. Just don't get involved with anyone whatsoever. That's my best advice. Don't listen to anything, any major exchange like your MetaMask, your Coinbase, anything like that. You won't know any difference. Your Ethereum will still be there. It will now just be proof of stake Ethereum. OpenSea said that they're supporting proof of stake, so all your NFTs will be there, just one copy of them. They will be proof of stake. In theory, there might be duplicates of all your your NFTs on proof of work that exchanges that are not OpenSea might allow you to access, and therefore you might have people selling CryptoPunks on proof of work and pretending that they are on proof of stake. So just be really,
wait, that's really interesting.
Be really, really careful about doing anything. I would only use the exchanges that you're familiar with, like your OpenSea, for NFT trading. Don't let someone DM you and offer you a Bored Ape Yacht Club at 20% under floor and think that it is now the new Bored Ape Yacht Club on proof of stake. It's probably just going to be a proof of work copy, which I don't think will have any long-term value.
Could you imagine if they did and you got like a massive discount and then they pumped to like something crazy, and now there's like, what would happen if they doubled every collection, if everything doubled, That'd be kind of weird.
So in theory it will, but in order to see the proof of work NFTs, you'll have to put, like you do with Polygon, into your MetaMask a custom RMTP, and then you'll see it. But so I'm saying that the average guy is not going to know any difference. In OpenSea, it will all be proof of stake, and none of it will be proof of work. If you really want to search for it, there might be digital copies that you could get by putting the correct network in there. But I
there is
suggest getting involved in it.
There's some interesting. So for most people, nothing's going to change. You go like onto Coinbase, like you look at Ethereum, is still there. Now, for most people who are potentially looking to swing trade this, it's not smart if you're using one of the centralized exchanges, because they've already come out publicly and said they're likely going to have to pause everything for like for example, sometimes when I get paid in Ethereum. And typically, if I want that money out, I'll just transfer to Coinbase and then withdraw it. But right now, I'm probably just going to use Binance, because Coinbase, like, I don't trust Coinbase. I don't know when they're going to like stop it. And I just don't want to like have my money locked up in the Coinbase. Then Ethereum takes like a massive plunge or something. So I'm probably just going to use Binance or something like that where I can withdraw. And then also, I don't know if you heard about this.